Well, that sounds rude.
You're not putting that in.
I'm putting
No,
that
you're
in.
not.
I'm
No,
putting
you're
that
not.
in.
No,
I am.
you're
Yeah,
not.
I am.
No, you are not.
Yes, I am.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Alexis Blake.
And I'm Liam Blake.
And this is episode 19 of our podcast, The
Blake
Blake Debate. What are we going to be talking about today, Liam?
So, slightly following on from last week last episode where we responded to a comment on surgeries and how trans women are stealing all the surgeries away from women. We just covered that, didn't we?
We did cover that. If you want to watch that video, we can maybe link it. Can we do that?
Yeah,
fancy thing?
I can do a link, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
So this episode, one of your followers, they sent in a video for you to watch.
Okay. Exciting.
Yeah, and I'm not going to give any context to it. I'm just going to play it for you and then you can...
Let's do it.
Yeah?
Yeah, let's go.
Right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Do you think it's morally right to perform this type of surgery? I was waiting for this question. It always comes up. Of course it is. These are patients who experience an immense level of distress. If you don't operate on them, we think about 1 in 5 will commit suicide. Well, don't operate on them. If you don't offer them appropriate support, counselling, and in the end, surgery. So the death rate's about the same as anorexia nervosa. Are we going to stop treating anorexics? Don't think so. So yes, I do think it's morally right. And if you're worried about the money, that takes care of itself. Somebody did a study some years ago which demonstrated that these patients, after their operations, move significantly up the socioeconomic scale, and then they carried the calculations forward and demonstrated they actually paid for their operations as a group in increased tax revenues. So they're not taking money away from everything else, they're actually paying.
Wow, that was quite... He knows his stuff, doesn't he? Wow.
Yeah, he's a gender surgeon, gender specialist, yeah.
That was definitely quite a mic drop moment and some really interesting things there that he discussed.
Yeah.
So one of the interesting things I took from it, so I think what he's saying is when trans women get the surgery on the NHS, which is a very expensive surgery, in the long run, in their life, they get higher paying jobs through the confidence, I'm guessing, in themselves.
Basically, I mean, it's not just gender reassignment surgery. I think it's any kind of gender reaffirming care he's saying, though, like about you know how anybody that's requiring that kind of care, that is it morally right to perform it, and absolutely, because he said that 1 in 5 patients potentially might unalive themselves.
It's awful.
Which is statistically the same as anorexia.
That's crazy.
Or any potentially other kind of mental health issues, and all those...
That opens up a can of worms, like what you
They
just
all
said
get treated,
then,
though, don't they?
is treating transgender patients like treating a mental health issue. And in some aspects, I would say, yeah, because with gender dysphoria, it can bring in depression and anxiety and all those other different things with how you feel about yourself. So I do kind of understand that aspect of it.
It has physical symptoms, but it's mental health problems, isn't it? It's how you as a person perceive how you look. You know, those around you aren't seeing what you potentially see. So, you know, again, it's all... I think it's all part of the mental health, but the cure for gender dysphoria, as we know it, is to transition.
And that looks different for everyone. So I don't want anyone to take away from this video that in order for a trans woman to be happy and be successful in life, that she has to get the bottom surgery, or a trans man has to get the bottom surgery. It's not necessarily the case for everyone. It's about the care and finding a way to live your life in the body that you were born in, but to change it as much as you need to be comfortable. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, because everyone's levels of what makes them happy is different. And to some people, they might need every single nip tuck going. Everything. And then they still might not be happy. And they might not be happy, not because they don't look feminine enough, but they might have a bit of body dysmorphia, which is where they're just simply not seeing what other people see.
Do you know what I love? I love how knowledgeable you are and all this stuff now, because at the start of my transition, you were like, what does it mean?
I've got to... I have to be knowledgeable about it. I have to look into it. But body dysmorphia, that's not specifically to trans. That's a thing in it that I potentially suffer with, because I've had a lot of issues with the way I look and stuff and my weight and whatnot. But that stems from being a child and being bullied and being fat. So that's a whole... being overweight. So that's a whole other video for another time, as you like to say.
I do say that a lot. I think it is a very interesting point what he was saying, though. And let us know what you guys think below, because I know it is a bit of a hot topic. So, like I said before, the NHS in England covers transition. It's a 5-year wait to be seen by a doctor. And then after that, you might be waiting another 5 years to get the surgery. That's 10 years. So a lot of trans women do opt do it privately, just so you know that as well. But what do you think about this, about the NHS paying for transition and surgeries? Do you know what? One thing I want to add as well, if that's all right. With the doctor, he was talking about gender affirming care, and that's not necessarily surgeries and hormones. That could just be speaking to someone about how you're feeling
Counselling.
and learning to become comfortable in your own body. And the only way I can describe it is that before I had my transition and I was living as a male, I could never see the future. It's not like I was thinking anything dark, but I could never see what was coming in my future. Whereas I
was coming in your future. That sounds rude.
You're not putting that in.
I'm putting
No,
that,
you're not.
I'm
No,
putting
you're
that.
not.
I
No,
am.
you're
Yeah,
not.
I am.
No, you are not.
Yes, I am.
As I started my transition, the future became sort of brighter, and I could picture myself throughout my life, going through life and all these other like future events. So
all right, Mystic Meg.
Anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. So I kind of get where he's coming from. And I don't know if this is related to my transition, but my sort of career journey that I've been on has sort of grown as my transition's grown. Like, not social media, which is amazing. It has, of course, grown with my transition. But with my, like, big girl job, that has gone like that from my transition.
I mean, he's saying that when they become happy with themselves and when they've had whatever surgery that they need, they've grown the economic ladder. You keep touching my leg. Are you wanting something?
I just like
Sorry,
to know that you're there.
I'm not in the mood, hon, tonight. I've got a headache. But yeah, what he's saying, in a way, like, you know, if you're happier, you're gonna potentially progress or go up the ladder.
Put more back into society.
Put more back into society. You're gonna get promoted and pay more tax, which, you know, anybody who's happier is probably going to be more motivated to do anything, especially. I have ADHD, right?
No.
I do, honestly. So, like, I get these spurts of motivation, shall I say. But these spurts of motivation, they generally last for about 10 minutes, not 10 years or 10 months.
I know.
So I'm like,
I know.
I get an
I've
idea in my
got so many
head.
projects in the house that are not finished because of them.
Shh, don't tell everybody.
Like a bathroom that's got no tiles on.
Yeah, because I aren't doing it all on my own. It's really stressful doing
You'll
tiles.
fit the toilet and the sink all on your
Did it all on
own,
my
but
own.
sticking some tiles on the wall.
You make it out like it's really easy. Tiling is not easy.
We've done it before.
We have done it. We did it in the kitchen. We did a good job, but it wasn't easy, and it took us a long time. And that was a wee job. I aren't doing the tiles on my own. Not a chance. So they'll stay in the boxes on the floor till you help me.
I've literally put them in the bathroom, so every time I go in there to pee or to shower, I see the boxes and I get a little bit more angry that they're still on the floor, but then I've still not done it. So
Where do you go for a poo?
I didn't want to say that.
Oh, you said you go for a pee and a shower. So where do you poo then?
I hate you sometimes. I actually hate you sometimes. I know in America as well, I don't fully know because we don't live there, but all I can go is...
made so much sense. I know in America, I don't know.
In America, things are different to here because obviously the healthcare system is very different. I don't think America had Obamacare, but that never really took off, and a lot of it's privatized and everything like that. So I know it's quite different over there. So let us know what you know about America. I'm always interested to learn how it's different there than here.
I think from some comments I've read before, like people who did live in America, that different insurance companies have their own different specific
what they'll pay
what
for.
they will what they want. So you as a healthcare-y, I suppose, would have to maybe. But
is that a word?
Well, it's a word now. But like, you've got private healthcare. Is it with Bupa?
No, it's with AXA. I have it through work. I pay for that though.
Yeah, you pay for it, don't you? But you can only go with whatever that they provide, don't you?
No, they do. They offer hormones and the blood tests and
what I mean is
surgery.
like the companies that provide
it's that company.
Yeah, so like I think. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in America, depending on which company you work for, you only have a certain selection of or whatever they provide.
Yeah. So like with my job, like they offer AXA. If you want private health, it's with AXA.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. We've looked into getting me private healthcare, haven't we, for the ADHD thing? But my assessment's coming up soon. I mean, I've been waiting 3 years for it.
I know, it's driving me crazy.
You drive me crazy. You can't see.
I just can't see.
I'm so excited.
It's meant to be.
Ah.
Anyway, on that beautiful defo out of tune note.
Totally out of tune. I might just put some auto tune on it. We'll go to the questions.
We have questions.
We always have questions.
We have questions.
We have a couple of questions.
We said questions a lot.
We said questions.
A lot.
Don't you question my questions.
Okay.
Question 1's from Jake Blades, and they say...
That is a cool name.
It is a cool name. It's all right. How do you have such beautiful feminine voice? It seems other transgender ladies are not as fortunate. Oh, that's a bit of a... Dig. Do you have a voice coach, perhaps?
No, I don't. I've spoke about this a little bit somewhere before. I think I was naturally lucky to not have a deep masculine voice, and then I tried to do voice training. Right, this is going to sound really bad. I tried to do voice training through YouTube. You know, like watch people like teach how to speak more feminine. I think I watched 3 videos and I was like, this is a lot. And then over my course of a transition, as people would see me and then hear my voice and be shocked, I think I've naturally lifted it. I've listened to the way women speak around me, like my female colleagues, my mum, my sister, my friends, and I've moulded it to that.
She's gone all posh now.
I haven't got all posh.
You say words poshly now. It's really annoying.
Poshly, 'cause I'm Liam.
I'm not from London.
I don't know. But I think it's just naturally I've done it as I've transitioned. I haven't meant to or planned it. But I think I started off from not too deep of a voice, which was lucky for me, I guess. And... yeah, I don't talk like this all the time now. I don't have like, as soon as we click like stop record, I don't go into like a really manly voice.
All right, babe.
I have reacted to a video somewhere, if you want to have a dig around for it, where you hear my old voice, but yeah.
No, you like your voice now to me is just your voice. It's not unless I hear your voice on an old clip that I notice a difference.
Yeah.
Like, to me, this is like your voice has always been, but it isn't.
Yeah.
But it's how...
Well, you can get voice surgery as a trans woman, but there is a slight risk that it can actually make your voice deeper, which freaked me out. And it's also quite, I believe, an invasive surgery. Thank you for the question.
That was a good
Jake
answer.
Blades. That's such a cool name. While Liam looks for question number 2, if you have any questions you'd like to ask us, please comment them below. It doesn't have to be about my transition. Anything you want.
Question 2 is from Horn's Hands.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's from Honest Hands.
Honest.
And they say, what do you think about women with PCOS? PCOS, who grow a full-on beard yet embrace it?
Each to their own. Who am I to sit here and judge? Like, I can't imagine being born a woman and then having to deal with something like that. I know a lot of women do have to deal with things like that, and especially, as I've said before, menopause can cause facial hair growth. PCOS definitely does. I think, who am I to sit here and judge? I think that's the bottom line. I'm trying to emulate women and what my idea of a woman is, like my mum and sister, but I could never judge. It's up to them. If they feel comfortable and confident, then go for it. But I know for a lot of women, they don't. And they feel quite insecure about it and have to shave. Electrolysis is amazing. I can't recommend it enough. It's just very painful.
That's what you've had a lot of people comment and reach out to you about the treatments you're having to remove your facial hair because they have PCOS. Yes, because they have
polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Oh, because they have that. They've reached out to you and said, "Oh, have you managed to get rid of your facial hair? Because I'm also looking to do mine."
Started with laser, 22 sessions, 1 a month for 22 months, and then I've had about 10 or 15 hours of electrolysis, and I've got like a couple of hairs left, but like barely anything now. Yeah. But it's been a journey. But I had a full, thick, dark black beard.
When I dyed my beard, that's what colour yours was naturally.
The hairs are really coarse, got a lot of ingrown hairs and stuff. So like I was starting out from probably like the worst place. Like as far as beards go, like I couldn't have got any thicker and darker and bushier.
I was thinking when you had a beard and we used to kiss, it were like 2 cheese graters going at it, wasn't it?
That's really nice, Liam.
No, but it was like...
Thank you for sharing.
We'd have like a sore face afterwards because it'd be just rough.
Rough. On that note, we are going to end the video there because I don't know what he's going to say next.
What do you mean?
Because you just make me nervous sometimes.
Why?
This is why I don't know.
We're not live, thank God.
I know, exactly. You have no
Imagine
filter.
if we were on live TV. If we were on live TV or if we were invited onto a live show, you'd be probably pre-warn everybody or pre-warn like what do they call the people? Producers. You'd pre-warn the producers, and they'd all. I could just imagine they're all sat there behind the glass, sweating.
Yeah, waiting for you to like swear or say something inappropriate,
I
which
probably
you would
because I'd be so nervous. I'd be trying my hardest not to do it.
And you do it
end up doing it.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you do enjoy this kind of content, please
like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell. You can also listen to us if you don't want to look at our faces on
Spotify, Amazon Music and Apple Podcasts.
Anyway, we hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much for being here.
Bye.